What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the release of the new Brilliant Stars set. So of course we're coming into the events or tournament section here of the Pokemon card game, and as we can see, if we come in first, we do get 6 packs of the newest set, and we do also get 400 coins, which we can then use in the shop in order to buy packs ourselves. So let's get into it. I am going to be starting off with the expanded format here. It is my favourite format after all, and I think I'm going to be playing some Mad Party because it is one of my favourite decks to play as well. So this set introduces a lot of new stuff, a lot of good cards in this set actually, old cards getting reprinted, and the introduction of the new Pokemon V-Star mechanics or cards as a whole, which is essentially just the same as GX Pokemon, but I'm sure we'll get into that over the next coming weeks here. Let me know what you guys are most looking forward to from the new set and what cards you're excited for. And of course, if you are new here, be sure to subscribe down below, as I do post up videos fairly regularly on this channel. I tend to keep it quite light, a lot of meme videos I have to say, but for the most part I try and keep it light and sometimes competitive. In this case, Mad Party was a fairly competitive deck, so I do like making the most of that, I have to say. We'll start off with a Mew here. Definitely makes sense to go with that, and we will need a Bunnelby as well, but we can hold on to this hand as we are going second. We're going to look to just do as much damage as possible on this first turn. My opponent is just forced to attach an energy here onto the Vaporeon. It does have 210 HP, so we can try our best to get a knockout here, but we're going to need quite a lot in order to get it. We'll start off with a Trainers Mail though, and we do have an Ultra Ball straight off the bat, which is going to be a perfect start. We can discard a Dedenne and a Polteageist, as they do both have Mad Party, so that's going to increase our damage. And we can then search out something that's going to help us to draw. In this case, it's going to be a Dedenne. Looks like we've prized our Crobat, which is a little unfortunate as we can only use one Dedenne at a time. So we are going to have to get rid of this hand. I think we can play down the Mew though. Is it worth using the boss's orders? Probably not, as we'll just bring up a Suicune, which has the same amount of HP and it does have a useful ability for my opponent. And also no point in using the rescue here, so let's go ahead, play our Dedenne down. A little unfortunate, as I do always hate playing that stuff down, but oh man, we get a lot of Mad Party Pokemon here, so this is actually excellent. We have a lot that we can work with. Let's Computer Search away 2 more Mad Party Pokemon. I think we can grab ourselves a Battle Compressor here to discard some more Pokemon even further. And then we have this Professor Research we can work with as well. So we'll discard some Dedenne, I think, as well as the Mr. Rime. Don't need any of those. I think Oricorio is going to be a good one to keep in play, so we might as well play it down since we have the option to do so. We do get our double colourless energy and a Bunnelby. So we have a Battle Compressor to use first of all though, and get rid of the Bunnelbys I think, and well, we don't have any the pre-evolution for Polteageist here, we don't have any of those, so we'll definitely get rid of those first and keep the Bunnelby around. Just looking to stack up as much damage as possible as we can imagine. Quick Ball away the Mr. Rime, and we can look to get another Pokemon here, probably the Mew. I think probably be in a good spot if we get another discarded, but we could be okay here. Let's just take out the Bunnelby for the time being anyways. We'll hold the rest of this hand I think, unless we have to discard it. Just have a quick look here. We do have 24, 60, 80, 120, 41, 60, 80. I mean, yeah, we're getting more than enough than a knockout, so I think we'll quite happily hold the rest of this hand. Not real any need to discard it, as we do need the Bunnelby here in order to actually get an attack off, which is useful. And here we go, Mad Party for the knockout. 260 damage on our first turn of the game. Does take a little bit of time to get there, as we have to do a lot of work to discard things from our deck, but as we can see, we've drawn perfectly. We've got an Ultra Ball in case we need something like a Dedenne again, but my opponent is going to be looking to try and get a knockout here, and we do have the Oricorio to back us up. If they don't have any other Pokemon to bench though, we are just going to straight up win the game, and there we go. my opponent getting the knockout, as it is based on the number of Pokemon in play, so that counts for ourselves as well. But we already have the energy that we need, so we can just win the game right here. And that only took us 2 turns to win the game, and that's us guaranteed some prizes from this tournament. We'll head into the lobby section here and see if anyone else has finished their games. Looks like we are indeed the first players to get finished, as we only lasted 2 turns, and that is just how powerful this deck is. I'll come back once we've got started on the next match, and I'll see you in that one. Alrighty, we're back into the second game of this little tournament here. We are able to win the coin flip once again, which is excellent, so that means we can go second and get another big attack off, just like we did in the previous game. We are starting off with the Marshadow. Unfortunately, we'd prefer not to do that. Only really in here for hitting for weakness when we really need it, but we'll have to see what my opponent is playing. We have a couple of Rescue Stretchers, Mysterious Treasure. Okay, I see a Garbodor. That could be problematic for us. And I also see the Lucky Egg. So most likely the Ultra Necrozma deck with Garbodor, but could be something else as well. We'll have to wait and see. We are going to take our mulligans for sure. And yep, it is indeed the Ultra Necrozma deck, playing the Garbodor as well, trying to shut off our abilities. So definitely sucks having to start with the Marshadow here, as my opponent can get an easy 2-prize start in this game. But we do at least have a couple of Bunnelby in the deck, which we can use to try and take a couple of quick knockouts here. Now, at the very least, we should be able to get a knockout on the Ultra Necrozma, meaning that we can get that off the board, force my opponent to find another one, but we'll have to see how we get on. Definitely going to battle Compressor. Don't want to be putting down the Oricorio since it has an ability, and we won't be able to use that, of course, so definitely don't want to go with that. And we can battle Compressor away these 3. Seems reasonable enough. We do need the Bunnelby, of course, and we can likely just research away this hand. Probably going to be fine at that, as we do have to get a couple more Mad Party Pokemon in the bin. Of course, if you want to have a look at the complete deck list, feel free to go into the description, as I will leave the deck list down there, and you can check it out for yourself. If you have any suggestions, then be sure to leave a comment and let me know, as it's always appreciated. Let's go for another Bunnelby here. Definitely need that in play, as I say. Battle Compressor away some more Mad Partiers, as we're not going to be needing them. Definitely can't attack with any of these. And we could hold the Trainers Mail, I suppose, in case my opponent plays like an N or a Marnie or something. We'll hold it in the hand for the time being, and we'll just go for the Mad Party attack. 200 damage, once again on our first turn, very effective. Definitely could have went for more if we needed it, but in this situation, my opponent playing a 1-prize deck, we don't want to be overextending all that much, so we're quite happy just to deal the 200. My opponent has the Rescue Stretcher for the Ultra Necrozma once again. As I say, they're going to be looking for the Garbodor in order to turn off the ability on Ultra Necrozma and ensure that it can actually attack, as it does have an ability which prevents it from attacking, so that needs to get turned off. Or alternatively, if they find a Silent Lab, then that would work as well, but in this case they have the Garbodor straight out of the deck, no problem at all. They can retreat into the Necrozma here and get a nice big knockout on our Marshadow. So it's going to be on us to try and rally back against our opponent and combat this Ultra Necrozma as best we can. We do have a reasonable hand here. We are going to be looking for an energy, of course. So let's Trainers Mail first of all, see if we can get anything that helps us out there. We can take a quick ball, I suppose. That'll certainly help thin our hand down. Get rid of the Oranguru, that's not going to be any help to us. And we can pull out a Dedenne, and then Trainers Mail once again to see what we get. To get another quick ball or an Ultra Ball, it seems reasonable enough. We can take the Ultra Ball, discard some more Pokemon, and use the research to dig into our deck for the energy that we're looking for here. Definitely going to grab another Dedenne, and like I say, Professor's Research giving us 7 cards, and we do indeed find the energy, which is perfect, as well as another Bunnelby, which is exactly what we're looking for. I think we can continue to discard some of these cards as we're not going to be needing them. Definitely like to get some more Pokemon as well, so we'll get out a Dedenne, and we can probably hold this hand for the following turn. We could always search out as well. Either way it works, I suppose, in case my opponent plays a N or Marnie like previously, so we'll just thin the cards out. We're not going to need them at the time being, so we'll search out another Bunnelby for the time. And I highly doubt my opponent is playing any kind of cards that spread damage, so I'm quite happy just to play it onto the board. And we'll take another knockout on this Necrozma. As long as my opponent can keep up the knockouts and continuously to stream Ultra Necrozmas and energies, then they should be fine here just to win the game through the prize race. Since they did have the knockout on the Marshadow, they were able to take 2 prizes there. We're forced to take 1 prize card at a time, so a little bit slower on our end, unfortunately. My opponent really just playing out their hand though, and getting everything that they need. There's the Guzma and Halos coming out, which is going to be crucial for them to get the energies every single turn. They're also going to be playing it now here, though, to get the Stadium card, Silent Lab. As I mentioned earlier, that is going to turn off abilities on basic Pokemon, so even if we use a boss's orders to knock out that Garbodor, then my opponent still has the Stadium in play to shut off the ability on Necrozma, allowing them to attack without having the Garbodor in play, so it doesn't make a huge difference there. Let's go for the Trainers Mail and see what we get. Just another Professor's Research. I'm not sure if I actually want to play that, but I suppose we can take it out of the deck for the time being and quick ball it away before using our N. And yeah, I don't really want either of those. Let's go for the N, shuffle my opponent's hand into their deck, reduce it down to 3, and oh no, we miss our energy, so we're going to miss an attack right here, which is very bad for us, as we wanted to try and disrupt my opponent and force them. And yeah, this is not looking good. This could be the game that we lose, so we'll pass over to my opponent and see what they have for us, but likely just going to be another attack. And we do see though they have the Mysterious Treasure. Going to grab out another Ultra Necrozma, and that's going to set them up nicely to ensure that they can close out this game very quickly. Suppose even if we had the energy, then they do have the lucky eggs there, so they would have been drawing a bunch of cards, but they were lucky enough to get into a Versus Seeker as well. So that's grabbing a Cynthia, getting them 6 cards, and they're more than happy just to knock us out here, take another prize card, and there's not really anything that we can do about this, so honestly I think I'm just going to concede. There's no way that we can win this game. We can end, we can quick ball, we can do everything that we can, but there's no chance of us actually winning this at this point, so I suppose we can get a couple of Pokemon out, like the Bunnelbys. Really love that card, getting any 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less, really useful card. Do like that one, but yeah, we'll end, see if we get the energy this time, which we do, but as I say, a little bit too late, and my opponent does have the lucky egg on there, so not going to make a huge difference, but we can at least try our best here. Go down to 3 prize cards. Here we go. We see my opponent drawing a bunch of cards until they have 7 in their hand, and will they have the energy? That is the question. They should do with that amount of cards in their hand. Should have plenty of options and likely already have a Guzma and Hala, but if not, they'll probably have the Versus Seeker as well. We see a special charge from them though. It allows them to shuffle 2 special energies from their discard pile back into the deck. And we also get the Teammates coming down. Very useful card. It allows them just to search out any 2 cards from their deck after a Pokemon has been knocked out. So as we can see and expect, we get a double dragon out of them, going down to 1 prize card remaining, and as I say, there's nothing that we can do to win at this point, so I'm just going to concede the game. A little unfortunate, but that is the way that it goes sometimes. You can't expect to win every time. And we did at least put up a good fight. Anyways, as I say, mainly down to the Marshadow starting us off, but we will at least get a good amount of packs here, as we were able to win our first game So if we come, what is that, 3rd to 4th, I believe, we'll get a couple of packs, 2 packs, and 100 coins. We can then use those in the shop over here. If we have a look, the Brilliant Stars packs should be in here. Yep, they are indeed. So you can go ahead and buy these with your coins. And that's going to be crucial going ahead in the Pokemon trading card game Live, the new client, when that comes out and is available to everyone. Then you can have a bunch of cards in your collection already to transfer over, or just keep these packs and transfer them into crystals in that game. A little unfortunate that we weren't able to win this tournament like in previous sets that were released, but hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. That first game was awesome, and yeah, if you want to see more tournaments like this, they seem to do fairly well and are always popular, then be sure to let me know down below, but I'll see you in the next video.